Hey folks, Sarah here. Everyone's still healthy and we continue to practice social distancing. And I continue to look for interesting ways to pass all this extra time at home.
Sarah Richardson cleans the sink.
Okay, it's not that interesting, but everyone's sink needs a little love.
Sarah Richardson likes it when, before cooking, it's nice to start with everything shiny. Because it is shiny out there today. And I don't want people thinking, my goodness, her kitchen is gross.
Okay, don't worry. I'm not going to subject you to a 10-minute video of me cleaning a sink. We've still got some stuff we shot at the ranch in February, so we're going to keep posting that for now, and you can check out everything we did up until we had to shut down. So don't worry, the team is safe. All of this stuff happened back when it was snowing. Here in Canada, the winters are a little bit colder, the snow's a bit deeper, and that makes renovating a little bit harder.
Awesome. Renovating in the winter in Ontario. Almost able to get the door closed again.
Now, if you're wondering why Braden's shoveling snow with a dustpan, that's because heavy machinery can sometimes be a little dangerous. We've dismantled the old kitchen, and now we've got to figure out what the new one's going to look like.
Kelsey, you got our cabinet door. What do we think?
Love. We like it.
This door doesn't need hardware. You use the integrated channel to pull it open.
This goes like this, so this is the top. Yeah. Or
So
the bottom. No, well, either.
Bottom of the
For the
upper,
uppers,
top
it'd
of
be
the
the
bottom.
bottom.
Top
of the bottom. Interesting.
Handleless cabinetry can make for a sleek-looking kitchen.
So wait, let me just check in. Who's supposed to be my cameraman? Wait a second. Aren't you supposed to be working today, Fiona? Today in my design life, it's put your kids to work day. The Minister of Exteriors is not available. Robin is at a ski race. And so it's bring Fiona to work day.
Yeah.
Okay, pint size, let's do this. Are you okay? Are you dying? Is it too heavy? No. Should I put it on a stool?
Oh, lean against your tummy. That's what Dad says.
Okay, just try not to cut off Charlotte's head. She's tall. Charlotte's tall. So the key is what we do about our amazing ceiling height here. Because technically on this side, we're only gonna have an upper cabinet. We have a 30-inch upper. And then we have all this room.
We have a ton of space in this kitchen because of the sloped ceiling.
I had thought that we should take advantage of the height and build up a bit. Because it's always great to have that extra storage.
We can put a tall pantry at this end to take advantage of our ceiling height.
So a bunch of different choices that we need to think about here. We have to think about our flooring.
Mommy,
Yeah?
Chris's head is cut off.
Chris's head is cut off, so Chris is gonna step on in.
Right.
Okay. So we've got our cabinet door. There's two other samples of stone that I forgot, bad me, that are cool gray, but I think they're kind of more bluey.
I don't know if we need them.
We have everything we need in our limited samples.
That tile, that door, that hardwood.
Well, aren't you a decisive client? So originally, Kelsey and I, when we were looking at these samples, we wondered about doing, one of these lighter woods for the floor. So it just depends on overall, do we want the lightness? I mean, Kris, what you're pointing out here is interesting because what we're getting is about as close to tone on tone as you can possibly get.
Right.
And
I think that's the way men think.
that's the way men think. Tone on tone. Pick one color and run with it.
Yeah, you picked your door color already, so.
So just make sure it all, whereas women like a bit of contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm here, but I do like this.
You're still here.
I'm still there.
I feel like in this episode, in today's meeting, representing the dynamics of every single couples meeting I've ever had, Kelsey is the designer, Kris is the contractor. But today they are representing the male-female perspective. Okay, Kelsey's here. Hey Braden, want to come and break a tie?
Sure.
So this is our kitchen cabinet.
Okay.
It's a nice dark gray.
Yep.
Everybody's leaning towards this as the floor because it's very nice and tonal. This is a warm gray. This is a warm gray floor.
Okay.
And then the question is, do you like any of these which of these floors would you then select?
Probably the one you just touched there. It's
This
got
one.
A little bit of gray in it too.
Yeah, that could be a good compromise.
The Fortino, American Oak, light.
Yeah.
As opposed to, and tell me why you don't like the darker gray.
Just too much dark. Just dark on dark on dark.
You're fired.
I'll take it back.
You like Kris's. Okay, so the only reason why I think both Kelsey and I were leaning away from doing this is we're worried it might be a bit trendy. And,
Right.
you know, this is classic.
This is a nice compromise.
This is a really
Yeah.
nice wood tone.
Looks like we've got a plan, and I'm gonna head back to the city.
Well, always something new with Sarah. This time we've taken a fairly inexpensive drop-in tub, and it looks like drop-in right now, but we're going to make it undermount.
Okay, so this is our bathtub, and this is the tub, and what we'll do is the stone will just sit right on top of it. So this will disappear, and it will become a built-in tub.
So what I'm going to do is, I've already cut some cement board here. I'm going to peel it down and screw it down. We've actually framed underneath this tub, so it's sitting on a platform underneath as well, because you're not supposed to have any weight on the lip itself. It's not structural. I've already cut these pieces. They should just drop in.
And that's how you turn a drop-in tub into an undermount.
Let's put some screws in it to hold it until the PL is set. And that's pretty much what we'll do until it's done, and then we're going to put a piece of hardy backer on the front, and then we'll be ready to pull this out and drop it back when the slab's here.
Now, a marble slab isn't the only thing I've got to source. Kelsey and I were in the middle of picking out wallpapers when a client rudely called, and now she's ignored me. She's dumped me. Wallpaper. We were looking at wallpapers. Okay, so here, I have a question for you. You, guy behind the camera. What do you think about this?
I like it.
There will be a problem.
Okay, can I show it to you full size? Telling the client he's gonna get everything he needs.
Exactly. Like that's definitely something that we can do if needed.
Listen to that
but what we're
proactive
looking at
customer
is,
service.
Like right now.
Customer service. I need some customer service. Okay, this is what it looks like
Okay.
in full. Is it too childlike, or could this go in the bunk room? It's an eclectic and whimsical wallpaper. Skipping piglets, birds, and fantastical plants are printed in blue and white over a dove gray background. Contemporary country, Scandi country,
You had me at dancing piglets.
dancing piglets, skipping piglets, actually.
Skipping piglets, sorry.
Skipping piglets, birds, and fantastical plants. What do you think? Do we do it?
I say so.
Okay, Kelsey's gonna get off this column. Decisions will be made.
No problem. We'll have to
Oh, chit chats. While you were on the phone, we're thinking maybe we should give a whirl. So listen to this. An eclectic and whimsical wallpaper, skipping piglets, birds, and fantastical plants are printed in blue and white over a dove gray background.
Perfect.
Do you think it's cute? Or do you think it's crazy?
No, I actually really like it. I think it'll look kind of like 12.
It's
right?
sort of interesting because it's contemporary country.
Yeah. I think it's cute.
I think so too.
Could we use this like?
Then I think we could use
or the bunk beds or
the bunks, and we can just do simple gray and white sheets and
Yeah.
done. Okay, there. That's a decision made.
go team.
Go team. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Oh, I've been waiting so long to say that in a voiceover.
Kris was having a look at the plumbing and had to open up the wall, and we've discovered a hidden box, and we're not exactly sure what it is, but we're gonna peel this drywall back and have a look at what we got behind the wall. Looks like we got a table tennis set bought at Zeller's for $7 on sale. Woo! Score!
I'm not sure why someone would wall up a table tennis set. Scavenger hunt gone wrong? Worst Christmas wrapping job ever? Who knows? But if you've got some ideas, put them in the comments. Meanwhile, keep your spirits up because we've got more ranch content coming your way.
Why do we always end up in the bathroom on Friday afternoon?
Very good. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Stay healthy, everybody, and hit that little red subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.